as ready as I'm going to be.
Yep, yep. All right. Hey, everybody, what's up? It's your partner, T. Harris, coming to you from 201 Church Lane, Hot Mix VA Radio. And I'm here with a special guest, a friend of ours, actually. And she's here to talk about some amazing things that's coming up in the community and a little bit about what she does also. So we just want to introduce you guys to Miss Pixie E Curry. And I just want to welcome her to the station. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank
Definitely.
you very much.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming out. We want you guys to tune in and get to know Miss Curry and what she's got going on. It's an amazing event coming up in May with some info, and we also gonna let you guys get to know a little bit about her and what she does, because she does some pretty important things in our area, the Northern Neck. So once again, I appreciate you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you also.
Hey, no problem. So let me start off by
Originally from Kilmarnock, Virginia. I have the distinction of being able to live in two counties at the same time.
okay.
Yes, our house is in Northumberland, but our driveway is in Lancaster. Yeah, so
It's a little bit of both. So you on the county line then? You right
yes,
there? Okay.
right there. So I started out my life, so to speak, in Lancaster County.
Okay.
And then we moved to Northumberland. But during that time in Lancaster, I went to Morgan E. Norris Elementary School and then to Brookvale. And
Okay.
then when we moved to Northumberland, we went to Anna T. James
Okay.
and then to Central. And then they had the forced integration, and Central became Northumberland Junior High, and then we went to Northumberland Senior.
Okay.
So the same thing was happening
Wow.
over in Lancaster. Brookvale was Brookvale until forced integration. They closed it in 1969,
Wow.
and then all those students had to go to Lancaster.
Okay.
So
Dang, that's a lot of history you just threw out there right there. For if y'all didn't know, it's Lancaster and Northumberland. When it comes to schooling, they've kind of done a lot has actually happened over there when it comes to schooling. Or
yes, in fact, Lancaster and Northumberland at one time was one county.
oh, really?
Yes, one county, and then they divided sometime during after the Revolutionary War, going to the
Oh,
Civil
okay.
War. But the education systems of both Northumberland and Lancaster, and specifically Lancaster, I mean, it was just excellence, and
Wow.
it was a community for the black community. It was a hard-fought battle, because I'm sure that all schools in the rural area, they had specific challenges to meet, but
Right.
particularly for black schools, the community have to build their schools, because there weren't any school for black people.
So people had to build their own schools?
They had to
Wow.
build their own schools, and they had people like Julia Rosenwald, who was the owner of Sears and Roebuck, to
Oh,
give
okay.
out foundations to the Rosenwald schools. Also, foundations like the DuPonts. They gave fundings. The Rockefeller
Okay.
Foundation helped to build black schools in the Northern Neck area. Specifically, I can speak on Northumberland and Lancaster. So, but
Wow.
a lot of it also came from the community citizens themselves, the black community. They would have, like dinners and
Okay. So the community, people in the community.
yes,
Okay.
yes. In fact, with Rosenwald, you had maybe like he will give you like $4,000, and the school
Okay.
might be $11,000.
Oh,
So the
wow.
citizens had to raise the other
Had to come
eight.
up with the rest of the money?
Yes, and we're talking
Wow.
about when you probably got paid $5,
And you're
if
trying to
you-
raise 8,000.
and you're trying to raise like 8,000. So that's when I what I mean when I say hard fought black education, because the citizens, they gave up a lot. They gave a
Just to
lot.
have schools and stuff for the kids, man.
Yes, and
That's
for
great.
themselves too,
Right.
because there were adults that went to school also.
Okay. Right.
But Northumberland Lancaster is unique in the fact that when they were building Julia Rosenwald School, the high school, black high school, A.T. Wright, they would have the Northumberland students come and live with some of the residents
Wow.
in Lancaster so they could go to school.
Wow.
And then on the weekends, they would go back home until their school was built. So there is that really unique relationship that Northumberland and Lancaster had. We are rivals, but we love each other. It's
Love
like
it.
brother
But
and
deep
sister.
down, it's all love, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
how it
brother
is.
and sister. You can whack them upside the
Yeah,
head.
yeah, but you ain't gonna let nobody else do it.
No, you're not.
That's right.
No, you're not.
Well, Northumberland and Lancaster, that's pretty exciting because I never knew that. Northumberland, we have some friends from is it Holly Graded School?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, we met some people from there, man. And they gave us a little history lesson too about the school and stuff like that. But what you said, I just learned something new today.
Oh, yes, there's lots of hidden history, unfortunately, but that's what we're trying to do is to keep black history to the forefront, and definitely starting with the schools, black rural education, churches, all of those were foundations for the black community.
Right,
That was,
right.
we just, our we will never be in this box. And education and faith was going to get us out.
Right. That's so with faith, like was churches the same? Would they?
Yes,
Okay.
you can almost assure that the churches and the church.
Right. I know it. I know it.
That they, everything was, centered.
A lot of history from Tappahannock to Westmoreland to Northumberland to Lancaster County. Northern Neck is definitely full of history. And Miss Curry, I know you're really into the area's history, so the fact that you're dropping some of these jewels on us, we really appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Definitely, no problem. So another thing that you do, let me clear my throat here. Another thing that you do is you also work with NPR, You do a little bit of this and that. I just want to share with you guys, I was riding down the road minding my business, and I was listening. And then I thought about it. I said, oh, that's Miss Curry, right? Uh-huh.
Now, how many pixies do you know?
I know, right? I thought about it. I said, wait a minute, it sounds familiar. So for the people that might be interested in, that NPR, the radio and stuff, like, could you tell the people a little bit about what you do with them also?
Well, the reason why I am in Richmond is because I always wanted to work in instructional media, and I had the opportunity to secure a position with WCVE, the Commonwealth Public Broadcast Corporation in Richmond, Virginia.
Wow,
so I
cool.
started out with PBS. And
PBS, hold on, I know everybody remember PBS.
Yeah,
Like, that's a classic,
Well, so I started working with PBS, and then I started working on the other side, the radio side, NPR, doing things like working with the Folk Festival,
Right.
and doing some different projects. I was working there, and I won't tell you how long, 'cause
Hey, that's
I
all right.
really
Don't
am
worry about it.
18. I am 18, I swear it.
I can tell.
But I've been working there for a long time, and um, I took the opportunity to say, yes, I want to do something different.
Right.
So I'm now training to be on NPR,
Hey, that's
the local VPM news
right.
show,
Yep, them
morning
too.
edition. So
Yeah, that's a little bit of. I mean, so since you started doing that, is that something that you really, you've been getting into it more, or you not going anywhere, or what? Like you just.
It's frightening. I'm gonna tell you. I mean, even doing something like this is people who know me well will probably be falling on the floor because I never wanted to be in front of a camera.
Come
I
on
have
now.
always been behind the camera.
Hey.
I just.
Well, hey, look, it's nothing wrong with that either,
Yeah.
But when you rock with us, you might gonna be in front of the camera. All right? I just wanted to give you the heads up, okay?
Well, I'm willing to be in front of the camera because of the project that I'm involved with. Yeah, I'm trying to get as much exposure for the event because it's really important
Right.
that the history I'm telling you about is wrapped around this building that is still exists that once housed the black school, the high school.
Okay.
It replaced A.T. Wright, and as I said, the forced integration. It closed, but it became another level of education, but it wasn't a black school. And then it was then made to another level.
Right.
And then finally, it just closed its doors.
Wow.
And they're building a new school.
So but we're going to talk about this. What we're going to talk about, you guys. She's going to tell you all about this event, and the school is Brookvale,
Yes.
right? So this event that we're going to talk about, that she's going to give you some more info about, it revolves around this school, right?
Yes.
And it's called Brookvale.
Well, it's going to be a Brookvale May Day.
Okay, Brookvale. The event is called Brookvale May Day.
Yes, it's a May Day, and for you young people who do not know what a May Day is, you're going to love this. Ask your parents, ask your grandparents, and they will tell you that the May Day, especially in Lancaster, it was always a game that was played with Northumberland. It was like the highlight.
Oh, what kind of game? Like, what is it like?
Baseball.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
It was serious. It was world. It was major league out there, huh?
Oh yeah. and you may be joking, but that's really true. A lot of major league talent, are and was and is from the northern neck.
Oh yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, but by it being such a rural area, a lot of people, did not get chances to showcase their talents. But in high school, oh yeah, it'd be on.
That was it.
Mm-hmm. It'd be on. And by my mother and father both being my mother was from Lancaster, and my father was from Northumberland. She went to A.T. Wright. He went to Julia Rosenwald.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Mm-hmm.
it got personal sometimes.
Oh, very much so.
That's
very
all
much
good.
So.
With this event, so let's talk about the what. Like, so what's going to be going on that day, and what's going to what does it consist of, and what can people look forward to?
Well, one of the events that we're going to have is a car exhibit. So there's going to be.
Is that for because anybody can be involved in that, or?
Well, there is an organized event.
Oh, okay.
So
all right.
it is organized. So, that's going to be one of the events. We're going to have wrapping the maypole, which is a big thing for the May Day.
Hold on, wrapping the maypole. Hold on, you got to break that down. What is wrapping the maypole? You got to give me some.
Okay, so not only are we going to have it for the kids, because generally it's like for kids, but we're going to have our elderly citizens also be wrapping the maypole. So we're going to have like a May Day that's inside for those, that that may have challenges, and then for the outside. So the maypole is a pole that has streams of, back in the day it was crepe paper,
Oh, okay. All
and
right.
you have music and you weave yourself in and out, in and out, in and out with this, with these.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's almost like a little dance, but
Oh, all right.
so we have the maypole wrapping.
Uh-huh.
Then we're gonna have things like three-legged sack races.
Oh, y'all
We're
took
gonna
it.
have
Okay.
some water balloon warfare,
So water
fights.
balloon fights?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. We're going to have bouncy house. We're going to have just a lot of games that, competitive games that's going to be between Northumberland and Lancaster to keep that rivalry going.
Okay.
And inside, we're going to have different vendors like the ROTC, the Virginia Institute for Marine Science. We're going
Okay,
to have
all
the
right.
Bookmobile. Going to have Rappahannock Community College.
Okay, shout out to
Career
Rappahannock.
Works. Also, we're going to have vendors, food vendors. We're trying to show the potential of the building. That's the
Right.
main focus of this Brookvale.
Just having people
meeting.
come out and just see this building. I
Yeah,
got
see
you.
this building to see what it is can bring to the community, and also to show the continuation of what Brookvale Spirit is all about, and that is about having higher education,
Right.
community involvement, and also preserving the legacy of what the black community have always been about.
Yeah. Okay.
And so we're trying to show the potential. One of the things that we're going to do also, we're taking the cafeteria and making it into a food court.
Oh,
And
wow. That
so-
for that day or
Yeah,
just
for that day, but to
Okay.
show that there's the potential for a food court, because we also have some vendors who will be using the cafeteria, because
Oh, wow.
there's a
Really?
lot of
Okay.
caterers and commercial
Just other small businesses, entrepreneurs and
yes,
stuff like that. Okay.
exactly. And that the kitchen is there, the space is there for the food court. Also,
Okay.
all those rooms that are there. There's some of the rooms that have bathrooms in there
Wow.
in a classroom. The original fixtures are still there, and they are in pristine condition.
Wow,
It sits
that's
on
crazy.
32 acres of land.
Wow. That's
So
crazy.
there's potential for a rehabilitation walks for people who need to walk,
Wow.
for the handicapped, and for just people needing that physical therapy, and also that there's enough room that could be multi-unit living quarters, like for people who are doing transitional from living out of their homes to somewhere that's a little more compact.
Okay.
And there are just so many uses that could come about, and to have not only having the public come and
And just see and be able to take advantage of
exactly,
these things, man. I
and
agree.
think outside of the box. Don't let the building be torn down like they did Central.
Right.
That
Right.
take these buildings that still have life in it, and
Yeah, because people are always looking for somewhere to do things. It's not like a lot of places like where people, even entrepreneurs or food trucks or whatever the case may be, like it's not really a lot of places where they can go do things. But what it sounds like what you're telling us is that this place could possibly be somewhere where people could be hope to be seen and heard, or have a venue or things like that to be used for the community in the future.
at one time they had agricultural classes,
Okay,
metal
all right.
shops, wood shops. Those were trade schools that was entrenched in at least the black schools, probably
Yeah.
all schools, but it's something that I think that could be revived back into the community
Right, for
to have
everybody's to have access. I got
yes,
you. Right.
exactly.
It makes
So
sense to me, definitely.
yeah, and one of the other things that we're trying to focus on for the May Day, we were just approved for a historical highway marker.
Okay, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very
Definitely,
much. The
congratulations.
committee worked hard on it, and we were approved, and we get the final approval in March. So
Okay, not too far from here. Yeah.
not too far. So, and with that, I would really, really want to ask the audience to please think about supporting and donating, because we have the approval, but we have to purchase the sign from the Department of Historical Resources,
Oh,
which is
okay.
$3,400.
Okay,
And
all right.
we don't get to keep the sign. We have to pay them for them to keep the sign.
Keep the sign. Oh man.
Yeah, I thought y'all might like that joke. Anyway,
Don't worry, we'll tell the people later how they can help and stuff like that. So let's. I want to talk about the where and the when. You know, so the where, the when is. What's the date again?
May 17th.
What's the time?
It's going to be from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay, so we got an all-day event kind of going
Yes,
on here.
indeedy, and it's
All
going to
right.
be at 36 Primary School Circle, Lancaster, Virginia, 22503 for the GSP. But it's on Route 3 and on Devil's Bottoms Road.
Okay,
That's-
Lancaster County, what up, y'all?
yeah.
So we trying to fill it. We trying to fill that spot up Saturday, May the 17th, for the May Day event. Everybody. So could you one more thing? Could you tell everybody the why again? Why this is important?
It's important because, from my point of view, it's important because the focus of excellence, of commitment, of community, of what the majority, if not all, black citizens of the Northern Neck, and I'm not just talking Northumberland, Lancaster, but
Right, the
pretty
whole
much
Northern
the
Neck.
Northern Neck,
Right.
having those schools to have teachers, staff, administrators, parents demanding the best for their children, that we will be prepared for anything, having skills where we can communicate with anyone, that we would be able to think logically, and to
Right.
also be respectful of the gifts of the word, of the process of making something out of nothing.
Out of nothing. I agree. That's a lot of our community. We definitely need to help each other when it comes to that. You know, we got to support each other and keep these things, like you say, around. You know, and used.
And especially, I think the young people, they need to understand those concepts, because I believe, and I'm childless and do not have any children, and perhaps I'm taking, I don't have the right to say what I'm about to say, but I do think that young people are not understanding what the future could be if they only would concentrate on what is the best quality of themselves, and to look to the elderly as a source of inspiration
Yeah.
and advice.
Advice, lessons, experiences, life, because these people have been through it most likely, and so that you won't have to. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I definitely like finding out about our area. So I don't mind asking questions, and I agree. A lot of our younger folks, we do need to, be interested in our history, or our folks, because some of these people have members in their family that they don't even know what they'd have been through,
I
So
always like to think of as heroes amongst us.
right,
I
right.
mean, right across the dinner table. It may be that your great grandfather may have played baseball in a major league,
Right.
or that your mom helped to sew parachutes,
Yeah,
or
anything like
served in the military,
yep.
or just so many things that they don't talk about.
That they don't even ask or know, because a lot of people won't talk about it unless you ask them, unless you bring it up or something like that.
And a lot of them think they're so humble that they don't think that it's even worth mentioning.
Right,
And
right.
that's sad because, you should give flowers to people now
While
and
they're
don't
here, while
wait.
they're here, that's right.
Yes, yes,
I definitely agree with that.
yes.
I agree with everything you're saying, and that event sounds like an amazing event. I definitely want to come check out that building myself. Just
Oh,
come see
yes.
what it looks like. Just probably walk in and just feel the history. I'm pretty sure you can just feel the history. Just see just imagine what probably used to go on there, and what people used to go through compared to schooling now. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
It's a big difference. I'm pretty sure. So, I mean, is there anything else you want to let the folks know that you're working on or got going on?
Well, I want people to know that there is a really great website for the Mayday, Brookvale MaydaySwag.com.
BrookevaleMaydaySwag.com. All right.
And on that website, there's different ways of donating.
Okay. All
But
right.
particularly some of the items that we have as gifts when you donate was inspired by the school, the art students of Lancaster
Oh, okay.
elementary school, and also Northumberland will be also joining in that venture. But there's been some really nice images that the kids gave us. I was just amazed at how much talent that these
Wow.
kids have, and the fact that they was willing to do,
Yeah,
the
do that.
the drawings. Because we asked them to, or rather, I asked them to depict the black schools, A.T. Wright in Brookvale,
Yeah.
Julia Rosenwald in Central, and their mascots, and incorporated it into the present school of Northumberland Public School and Lancaster Public Schools, and
Okay.
come up with a concept and have at it. Gave them the school colors, gave them the mascots, and it was just amazing what they came up with. So we took those images and put them on products, and that's part of some of the gifts. And I hope that people will go and look at some of the things that the kids created. And then we created a calendar that depicts the early schools in Lancaster specifically.
Yeah.
So there's some faces that some folks may know or have heard about, and did a really good job. And my shout out to Nicholas Messiah for really coming and helping us out with
What up?
fixing that calendar with the assistance of Adrian Williamson Curtis. So, and,
Yeah, appreciate y'all help.
yeah, it was
Definitely.
really, they did a great job putting that together. So, but I really would, encourage people to go and check out that website and look at some of the things that the kids did, and that you check out some of the history, and that you support us. You get more
Support.
information about what we're going to be offering on that day.
That's the main thing. Support. What's that website again?
Brookvale Mayday Swag,
Brookvale.
SWAG.com.
Brookvale Mayday Swag, you guys. So make sure you support. Check it out. And don't forget, Mayday, Saturday, May the 17th at Brookvale School in Lancaster County. Make sure you guys support, man. Come on out, support. It starts at 10 o'clock, right?
10 a.m.
10 a.m. to 5 a.m. I mean 5 a.m. 5 p.m. I'm sorry.
Well,
y'all
we
have
could
been out-
do that.
Well, y'all gonna be out there. Yeah.
It
But
might be throwing down that hard.
10 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's fun for everybody. This is for everyone, young, old, no matter what. Everybody come on out and support. So is there anybody want to give a shout out to before we get out of here?
So many people. Let's see. Well, I would like to shout out to my aunts, Gloria, Mariah, Helen, Eldine, Margaret. Let's see, who am I forgetting?
Hold on. What up?
Elner. And then my uncles, Morgan,
What up?
Floyd, Lord, and all my cousins. Too many to name.
Hey, it's 2 minutes. She said what up to everybody, all of y'all, man. She appreciate you guys.
Yes.
Oh, one last thing. If people want to get involved, like food vendors or vendors, if they want to reach out and contact you guys, is there any way they can contact someone and
Yes,
find out information?
you can email us at savebrookvalehistory@gmail.com.
Okay.
And the person in charge, Mr. Dennis Lee Sr., he's in charge of the vendors and the
Okay.
activities, and he will get back with you. But yes, we would love to have volunteers, more vendors.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything
Anything
comments.
Okay. Anything. I got you.
Yeah, just give us a shout out, but particularly please go to the website and think about donating.
Definitely.
We can get that marker. Need the marker.
Okay. All right. So there you go, you guys. You heard it there, loud and clear. We need you guys to come and make sure you support Saturday, May the 17th, Save Brookvale History May Day event. Because, I mean, it sounds like y'all got a lot of stuff going on that day. And if we're not busy, I'm definitely going to come check you guys out.
I would love to see you there.
Yeah, definitely. So make sure you guys follow and support. Also, you can follow you on Facebook or Instagram or anything like that? Or?
Yep. You
Okay.
can find Pixie E Curry. I have a website at Pixie from Kilmarnock, on YouTube, Instagram, and I have a lot of things.
Hey, well, you can Google her too, right?
Yes,
you can Google her. Definitely, you guys. So make sure you keep a link with us, man. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Keep a link with us here at Hot Mix VA Radio at 201 Church Lane here in Tappahannock, VA. Make sure you download the free Live 365 app. Search Hot Mix VA Radio. And keep a link with us at hotmixva.net. And search the website. Check us out. But until then, we want you guys to keep a link with us, man. We appreciate you guys tuning in. We want you guys to be safe out there. And we'll see y'all guys soon. Thanks for tuning in.